I think it's David
Drinkwater.
Yeah, it's David Drinkwater. So a terrible finish for the 99 TGM car, the RKC TGM entry. Ricky Coomer and Tom Gannon coming together with their services, combining forces to put this car together. We will see them back out at Silverstone though. Simon Dayton is one of the drivers. Mate, I've got no words.
That's cruel. You don't get much crueler than that. Gutted. It's been a really hard weekend. We've done as much as we can. We've had a few hits that we didn't really deserve. Well, it's the nature of the game here. It's a busy race, and that's just gutted me.
It really has. My apologies for finally getting to talk to you in such circumstances.
I thought you fell out with me.
I could never find you. We're always on Facebook.
No. Oh, that's just.
Oh, mate, there's no words.
It's just a big kick in the you-know-where.
Yeah. Do you know what would happen? What happened?
I don't know. I don't spoke to, we were just packing up in the back and they saw the car come in, so just seeing it. Well, that's.
Mate, I know. Not even that. Simon, bad luck, mate. Commiserations. They really are. You know what? Spirit of the race. These guys should get it every time.
Yes,
these guys do the 24-hour series, and each time they've got such spirit and such a good atmosphere in that team. Work hard, play hard.
Yeah, that was Simon Dayton that Joe had just been speaking to. David Drinkwater then on board the number 99 RKC TGM Honda Civic, and it's just 24-hour racing biting you when you think it might just all be over. They're all in the back, John, packing the flight cases, ready to prepare themselves to get back home. Of the cars in, and it's not going to make the finish. If there are just 40 seconds to go, and the 911 Porsche is heading up towards the kink at 13, it's going to sneak one more extra lap out of this, I think.
Yes, it will. We'll get to lap 578, I reckon.
Which gives me a quick chance to say thank you to a few people. Our whole team have done a great job, so gentlemen, thank you very much for that. The responsible adult, as well as Ulf, our technical conduit, and Philip as well, who filled in for Ulf when Ulf was doing other things, as well, of course, as everyone down at 0221, our TV partners for this event, the 0221 Media Group. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Kravennik, Natasha, Daphne, Gary, Ivo, and everyone else have done a great job and made us welcome. And from the people who waved us in through the gate and helped us park our cars, all the security staff and everybody here, people who've emptied the bins at Dubai Autodrome, brilliant. And of course, we couldn't do it without Phil. Fabulous Phil up here as well. Thank you to Graham Goodwin and to Stephen Kilby from DailySportsCar.com. And I was very serious about what I said earlier on. Do not change the spirit of this event. It doesn't need to become just another GT3-a-thon. Then it wouldn't be different. The one thing about the Kravennik events is they have their own atmosphere and their own personality, and part of that is the vagaries of how they do things. I know some people don't get the bracket times, some people don't get all the classes, some people don't understand it. Then don't come and race, that's fine. Leave it to the people who actually want to do it and enjoy it. I'll leave it to you boys to, hey Johnny, bring them home.
Thank you, John. I get the reference, and I'm sure one or two other people do as well. The 911 car then working its way through turn 11 now. And Precoat Herbert Motorsport had a spectacular year last year in 16 with a victory at the 12 Hours of Zandvoort. They went on to win at Paul Ricard Le Castellet for the 24-hour race down in the south of France, moving to Catalonia and the 24 Hours of Barcelona with a victory there, and got the required points in the Czech Republic at Brno. As the car then works its way into turn 14, it's not very far away from lapping a slow-looking Joe Osborne. Remember, he is struggling with the power steering. He's probably backed it off.
He's waiting for the Ginetta.
Yes, and waiting for the Porsche that's going to come through the final corner then and head over the line to receive the checkered flag. And a faultless race from the 911 Porsche, which has not had a problem for the last 24 hours. That is how you boss the Dubai 24 Hours, powered by Hankook. Precoat Herbert Motorsport with Robert Renauer at the wheel, but do not forget Brendan Hartley, Daniel Alleman, Ralph Bone and Alfred Renauer. And very quickly down to the pit lane to Bruce Jones, who has Brendan Hartley with him.
Brendan Hartley, your first 24-hour victory. Is this going to be a theme this year with your Porsche hat on?
I hope so, mate. Yeah, really, it was an awesome experience. First time in a GT car for me, first time in a 911, and yeah, great teammates, great team, really enjoyed it, and yeah, hopefully that form continues on to the WEC.
They're not flashy at Herbert Motorsport, they just do the job, don't they?
They were great, mate. You know, they're true professionals, and all the teammates pulled together, and very cool, mate. Very happy to be a part of it.
And it's great, Daniel Alleman comes down. A quick word with Daniel. Daniel, great result there for you.
Yes, great result, yeah. Thanks.
Well, maybe you have some more this year. Thank you. Good luck. Well done.
Thank you.
So as you can see, great celebration on the wall, and soon the Camels will be out in the pit lane. But this means a lot. This is the biggest win yet for Herbert Motorsport. Look at the joy up on the pit wall.
And this is the first victory for Porsche for a little while now in this race. The brand new 991 iteration of the GT3 car then victorious, and it's taken a little while to get that right, I think, especially when we think about the AMG, and that's taken a good year to become, or well, 6 months to become a winning machine. And we look back through the annals of time then to see cars victorious at this event. It was 2014 when we last saw a Porsche at the top of the podium. That was the Stadler Motorsport example with the 997 edition. We've had then 3 different manufacturers in the last 3 years winning this race. Mercedes-Benz in 15, Audi R8 in 16, and now the new 991 iteration of the Porsche in 2017. Been quite some time since BMW stood at the top of the podium. That was 2011 with Augusto Farfus, Edward Sandstrom, Tommy Milner and Claudia Hurtgen. We're going to get some reaction with Joe Bradley down in the pits with the number 1 car, because we're talking an awful lot about the A6 Pro winners and Herbert Motorsport, but Hoffa Racing get themselves an A6 AM win, Joe.
They have indeed a class win once again for Hoffa Racing. Michael, you must be very proud of the team once again. Number 1 with the number 1 car.
Yeah, it's first race with a new car. We get the same position as last year. P1 in the amateur class, P7 in the overall, so what do we want more?
Tell me your reflections on the race at this point. What will you take away from the weekend?
That we had very much luck with our other car. It's completely destroyed, but our driver luckily survived. And the new Mercedes is reliable. Lots of accident, but still good for P1.
Excellent stuff. Thank you, Michael Kroll. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's another one of our class winners dealt with. The 911 car deliberately going offline now to make sure that the ride height, there's no questions about that being below the relevant tolerance, picking up plenty of pickup and sand, which is still across the track. We had that sandstorm, didn't we, yesterday at roughly this sort of time?
We did. We've got
down
a lot
the
more
main
of it
straight
now, actually, coming across the circuits from turn 1 across the pit lane, making life, I'm sure, uncomfortable just down that way. But how many stories there, really? So we've cleared up the 2 A6 classes.
Yeah, well, it will take us the next week to get to the bottom of them all, I'm sure. But Hoffa Racing and the A6 Pro crew, Herbert Motorsport, taking the victory in those classes. It's a victory in 991 for the Black Falcon team and TMD Friction with their number 68 Porsche. But we're going to get a bit more from Joe Bradley with the TCR winners.
TCR winners and also nominated for the Spirit of the Race award by Bruce. Finley, sorry, I forgot your second name.
Hutchison.
Finley Hutchison. What a victory for this Audi A3. What was it like to drive?
It was amazing to win it on our first race. It was also my first race in a tin top, so...
Oh, wow, so you're a single-seater driver?
Yeah, for sure. So it's amazing just to come here and win it.
So not only that, but is this your first endurance race?
Yep, it is. First time over 30 minutes, so...
Wow, so what do you think? What do you thought? Going to do any more?
Oh, I loved it, yeah. I'll definitely be back to do more.
So it must be nice actually passing cars, which is something you do very rarely in single-seaters.
Oh yeah, for sure single-seaters right now is a bit, like in this it's a lot better. You're passing different classes and you've also got to watch for the faster classes behind you, but yeah, it's mega.
Well, any stories to take from the weekend? I mean, there's a season worth of stories in 24 hours, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's similar driving to what I get in a full season of Formula Renault, which is what I done. So yeah, we had the power steering fail, so that made it quite tough, but yeah, it was great.
It's going to be greater when you're on that podium, mate. Well done, Finley.
So another car with power steering failure, and that should not be overlooked. The Audi RS3 coming home to be victorious for Cadspeed Racing with ATEC. And their first event ever with that car, brand new from Munich.
P1, P2, P3 were flashing up on the driver ID, or rather the position IDs. Brendan Hartley there with his teammates, and Carl Wilson-Clark was indeed watching this race. Has just tweeted through his congratulations to the whole of the Herbeth Motorsports team. First 24-hour win of the season, hoping for more at Porsche team. And congrats to Brendan Hartley. What remains to come for the rest of the endurance racing season for that crew and for young Brendan. Well, that was a different sort of endurance race. At times it wasn't pretty, but that was one heck of a performance from the 911 crew. And rightly delighted. We haven't covered off yet, Johnny, the GT4 results, and that I think is still a little up in the air because of the issue that was pointed out earlier. The second place car may be in driver time trouble, so we'll wait and see. But certainly at the moment, the win looks like it's gone to the Optimum Motorsport crew.
Yeah,
and that's one of the stories of the race, that crew, both in the leading class, if you like, and in GT4, Johnny.
Stuart Lynn, Aid Barwick, Dan O'Brien and Will Moore doing the driving. Optimum Motorsport, as you say, running the team. The G55 GT4 completing 531 laps. And yes, you say, there's a little bit of doubt as to where that 267 car that finished second on the road will be classified in the final results. The Porsche Cayman GT4 from GDL Racing.
Now, this is going to be a bit of history here. If you've not seen this race before, stick with this, because something will happen here that is absolutely unique. The winning drivers are on that golf buggy, but if you keep with this shot, in a few seconds' time, you'll see why. Many people have been fans of sports car racing and GT racing will be familiar with the phrase Camel GT, but not like this.
Indeed. The flag of Saudi Arabia now being draped over the number 3 car over the windscreen. Great work from Abdelaziz Al Faisal towards the end of that race, and we shouldn't forget about the other drivers in the number 3 machine for Black Falcon: Hubert Haupt, Jelmer Berman, Michael Broniszewski and Maurel Engel. Disaster for the number 2 car, the other Black Falcon Mercedes AMG, but the 3 machine manages to make it onto the podium. These are the shots that Herbert Motorsport will cherish over the next year. It promises to be, again, a really good 24-hour series year for them, but this is the real keystone event where the season kicks off with the big one, and they've got that under their belts, John Hindhaugh.
Still haven't had anything other than a German victory in terms of the manufacturer, so we'll hear that national anthem. In fact, that's what will play us out of our broadcast, but that's the first time that a full season entrant in the shape of a full season entrant to the FIA IES, or what preceded it, the Creventic, has won this blue riband race. And a little bit of a change this weekend, because René de Boer, who normally acts as master of ceremony so excellently for us here, has been very busy in the press room and had asked if we could help him out to do the podium presentations. It'll be Nick Damon who will take you through the formalities. Nick is waiting at the moment, and the Camels, Nick, are on their way to you. So we'll hand over to you for the formalities, with thanks again to all of our London staff, as well as everyone here, everyone who's supported us as well, of course. Back on Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock UK time, radiolemans.com, midweek motorsport. And then it's Miami and Race of Champions for me. Our next broadcast of endurance racing from the Rolex 24 at Daytona, and then Bathurst the following 2 weekends. Thank you very much indeed. And Nick, I know you've wanted to do this for a very long time. The Camels are on their way to you. So Nick Damon now has the PA, as we have some final thoughts from our studio here. I've just about got away with this, with the sand blowing through. You didn't get your 3 different manufacturers on the podium, Paul. Very close. 3 in the first 4.
Yeah,
I'll give you 8 out of 10 for that.
Well, I had 3 in the first 4 for quite a long time into the race, but yeah, it was not a classic race, but a thoroughly enjoyable and engaging race. We never knew quite what was around the next corner, in so many meanings of the phrase. A fantastic result for Herbert Porsche. I think they've really done themselves proud over the last, shall we say, 9 months, because it's not just a race that they've done, it's a steamrolling of this whole series, and I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. And top marks to Brendan Hartley's attitude as well. I mean, he's obviously pleased as punch. He's come here to win, but he could have easily sort of said, oh no, I need to take the car to the finish. But none of that was ever really going to happen. And a great effort put up by Manthey Racing. It was spoilt for them a little bit by Otto Close, who damaged the car, although I don't think he actually wasted enough time on that pit stop and accident to... I mean, it would have been very, very close otherwise, and then all sorts of things could have happened. But those two, a great race. Great disappointment for the Black Falcon team losing number 2 car. But, you know, there's a story behind every car, as there always is with a 24-hour race like this. The battles were not only for the overall positions, they were for the classes. We had 3 cars on the lead lap well into 2/3 into the race. And
12th running of this race. There's a great throng beneath us. There will be many podiums, many podia, should I say, as many people have won their classes. And now will come the slight delay whilst we wait to gather everybody.
His Highness Sheikh Juma Al Maktoum will do first. Dubai Autodrome and Senior Manager Operations National at Dubai Autodrome.
Right.
Okay.
So,
it's the overall classification. All the classes there aren't ready yet with it.
so as the drivers, the many hundreds of drivers who will appear on the podium, it seems, are coming up the stairs behind us, and our local dignitaries are getting ready to join us here. It's an interesting shuffling job to get the correct drivers up here for the podium. We need to get the The waiting room is growing, still waiting for all our top three for the main overall race podium. Hello everyone. Hey! Did we all enjoy it? Are we all really tired? Yes. Hands up if you got some sleep last night. Well, that's not doing it properly. If you don't sleep in a car or not at all. It is a well-known fact that trying to get drivers all together for a podium ceremony is actually harder than herding cats. There will always be one, or in this case 15.
just like you carrying and they can.
Okay, everyone, and now it's time for the podium ceremonies for the 12th running of the Dubai 24 Hours here at the Dubai Autodrome, and sponsored, of course, by Hankook. And we are going to start with our third place overall finishers, and that is the Black Falcon car number 3, which is Abdulaziz Al Faisal, Hubert Haupt, Jelmer Berman, Michael Bronzeski, and Mauro Engel. In second place, from Manthai Racing, the car 12, the Porsche 991, it's Otto Kloss, Sven Muller, Matteo Chiaroli, and Jochen Kronbach. And your winners of the 12th running of the Dubai 24 Hours from Herberth Motorsport with a Porsche 991, it's Daniel Alleman, Ralph Vaughan, Robert Renauer, Alfred Renauer, and Brendan Hartley. And now, the national anthem of the winning entrant. And to present the trophies to our third finishing team is Abdulaziz, the Senior Manager, Operations and National Liaison for the Dubai Autodrome, and he'll be presenting the trophies to Black Falcon, Abdulaziz Al Faisal, Hubert Haupt, Jan Berman, Michael Bronzeski, and Mauro Engel. And to present the trophies for our second place finishers, it's the chairman of the Dubai Autodrome, Ali Fardan Al Fardan, and he'll be presenting them to Manthai Racing, Otto Kloss, Sven Muller, Matteo Chiaroli, and Jochen Kronbach. And to present our winner with their trophy, it's His Highness Sheikh Juma Al Maktoum, and he'll be presenting to Herberth Motorsport, Daniel Alleman, Ralph Vaughan, Robert Renauer, Alfred Renauer, and Brendan Hartley. And it takes two people to bring on the actual overall trophy. It's a big one, everyone. I've just been told this is a returnable, this is a trophy for 1 year. They have to bring it back next year, so that's the luggage allowance gone on the flight. Let's have a round of applause for our top 3 finishers. And now, even more excellent news, I'm going to talk to some of them. No, Robert, you took the car home, a great win, and it's the first win at the Dubai 24 Hours for a full season entry team.
Yeah, fantastic for us to win here. First of all, thanks to our team and also to Porsche, and for sure Brenton, who's joining us for this event. Thank you, Brenton. Yeah, we are very happy, and yeah, just very happy.
And I'll just move across to the interloper, Brandon. So you won a 24-hour race then?
Yeah, it was awesome. Big thanks to Herbert Motorsport and the 4 other guys beside me. They were awesome today. Team strategy was perfect, no real mistakes, so that's what won the race. And I thoroughly enjoyed my first experience in a 911, and I'm hoping to be back next year.
And it'll make winning in June much easier, won't it?
Yeah, get the first 24-hour win, out of the way. So hopefully that bodes well for a good year.
Brandon, thank you very much. And then finally, another round of applause for our top 3 finishers. Now, everyone, do not go anywhere, because you've also all won the same trophy in A6 Pro, so more stuff for you. Now, I'm not actually sure how you're actually going to get off here, because certainly Herbert, they've got 2 trophies each and the world's biggest trophy. The team's got more to do than just pack up the car. So this is now the A6 Pro, because it is obviously the same as the overall, top 3 cars all being in the Pro class. And these trophies are being very kindly handed out for us by Charles Meiselman of BRM Watches and Manfred Sandbeicher from Hankook. Okay, I'm now going to ask you all to do something that's quite difficult. Can you all raise all your trophies for the pictures? Oh no, one more. Oh, I've jumped the gun. Sorry, everyone. There are too many trophies. I can't count to 103. It's a long day for all of us, yes, Sven. Absolutely. Are we okay? Are all trophies given out? Mr. Williams, who runs the whole show. We okay for the raise all the trophies? That's your top 3 finishers in the Dubai 24 Hours 2017 and the top 3 in the A6 Pro class. And gentlemen, thank you very much. Let me just grab a quick word with Mauro Engel. We've got a bit of time left on the TV. Mauro, 3rd place, are you happy with that, or is it disappointing to get so close?
First of all, big thanks to Black Falcon and to my 4 teammates, because they did an awesome job. I don't think there's a scratch on the car, which is a bloody tough job here. And yeah, sure, we came here to win. We go home 3rd. It's a good start to the year, and looking forward to many more great races this year.
Right.